So glad that you are here. Gonna just wait for everyone to come on live with me. I am Erin Hart. I am a registered nurse health coach, and I offer guidance and support and accountability so that you can lose weight for the last time this year with a sugar and flour free lifestyle. And I used to be 284 pounds myself, and after adopting this new healthy lifestyle, just healthy real food free from sugar and flour, it just has changed my life. And so I'm here. I just want to give you some tips today to help you this week. My program is called the Year of You, and it's a year-long program to just help you to really prioritize your self-care. So anyway, for those of you who are in the program, how is it going with your goals? This is your year, and it's all about prioritizing your self-care so that you can lose weight for the last time. Now, a goal like that really requires focus and attention throughout the year. It's not going to just happen. In the previous weeks, we've been focusing on the importance of having vision. It's just so important to visualize your success every day. Envision your dreams as a reality. Step into that feeling of being on the other side of your goals, having achieved your goal, and just practice feeling that way right now. How is that going to feel for you? What is that going to feel like? How is your life going to be different? And just step into that, envision it, and feel that way right now. So where do you want to be at the end of the year? How is your life going to be different? Keep that focus and the why, your deep why, in the front of your mind every day. So, but sometimes, that big goal can just feel so overwhelming and it can seem impossible. So what we want to do is really just reverse engineer your big goal into small, actionable steps. You don't have to change everything to be perfect all at once. I think that's what really derails people, is that perfectionism. So really I want you to have the focus and mantra, progress, progress, not perfection. Progress is just about becoming 1% better every day, 1% better today than you were yesterday, 1% better tomorrow than you were today. And I'm not saying to not stick to your plan perfectly, but I'm just saying not to feel like you have to become perfect at everything all at once. If you can just consistently focus on progress, if we do that consistently, you get a compound effect, like compound interest. And you can see this extraordinary transformation over time. And over the course of a year, if you do that, you're going to be a different person than you were when you started. So making your dreams a reality, it really requires reverse engineering your goals. The timeline on here is really flexible, but I like to have the focus of a year when I'm setting my goals, just so that I am not looking too far ahead, because that can feel daunting. But when it comes to your goal of losing weight for the last time and losing all of your excess weight and living in a healthy sized body, it takes time, but it's different for everyone. So it may take 6 months, or it may take 2 or 3 years. We really just can't control how fast our body will lose the weight, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long it takes. In 5 years, when you're looking back on this time, the time is going to pass no matter what, and it's just going to take however long it takes. And even when you achieve that goal, you're still never there. It's not a destination. It's a journey. So it never ends. Our focus on our health is a lifelong pursuit. So, but what matters is that we're moving closer to our goal, that we're focusing on progress. Even when you get to your goal, you still want to find a new area of focus so that you can still continue to focus on progress. If you want to achieve that big goal of losing all of your excess weight, living free from cravings, having freedom from cravings, having peace with your food and your body, what I mean by reverse engineering your goals, you need to ask yourself, okay, well, what do I need to accomplish each month in order to achieve that big goal of where I want to be in a year? What do I need to accomplish each week to achieve that monthly goal? And what do I need to do each day to achieve that weekly goal? And again, get rid of your timeline. It doesn't matter how long it takes, but what we still want to do is break it down into what are the actions I need to take today and start small. So if you're just starting this lifestyle, you're just beginning, don't change everything at once. Ask yourself, okay, well, what are the 5 habits that I can commit to each day this week to win the day? And I love the idea of winning the day because today is all we got. We don't have yesterday. We don't have tomorrow. The only thing that we have control of is today. So if you want to change your life, and it all comes down to what you do today. And it's really not so overwhelming. When we switch our focus from the big goal and those outcomes that we're trying to achieve to the process, and we measure our success that way instead of by the number on the scale or by our outcomes. Measure your success by whether you won the day and, by whether you're consistently executing your habits. So maybe you start with waking up on time. That can be one of the habits. Maybe it's making your bed. Maybe to win the day, for you, it's sticking with your meal plan. Committing to no flour, no sugar, and eating meals at meal times without snacking in between. That's the program that I teach. But if you're just starting and that feels like so overwhelming and daunting, just choose one of those. Maybe you start with abstaining from sugar, and you just start with that one. Or, maybe you just stop snacking in between meals. Whatever it is. A habit that I really encourage you to start with is writing down your food the night before. So look in the fridge, make a meal plan for the next day, see what you got. It just takes a few minutes. I like to do this like after dinner or after lunch, and I just, when I am full and I have some willpower, I just do it then. And I write down what I am going to eat the next day. I text my plan to somebody, and then the next day I eat what I wrote down. So maybe winning the day for you is eating what you wrote down the day before, and then writing your food down for tomorrow and texting it to somebody. It could be connecting with someone like your coach or your buddy who's going through this with you to keep you accountable. These are all just ideas that you can choose to win the day, but choose like 3 to 5 things that you can commit to, that you can focus on this week and follow through. These are like the non-negotiables. Like, no matter what, like, I'm going to do these things. No matter what happens, I'm going to make sure I get this done. So maybe it's drinking 2 cups of water when you wake up. Or, if you're at that point in your program where your food feels easy and automatic, maybe it's adding in some joyful movement and exercising, but be careful not to have such a rigid framework that, like, I have to exercise 1 hour every single day, or else I've failed. What I like to do in terms of goals like exercise, for example, is, start small, like with 15 minutes 3 times a week, and you win the day if you're still on track with that goal. So it doesn't have to be so rigid. But, if you're a really busy person, a good habit to include to win the day could be meal prepping. Winning the day may require you meal prepping at night, and just preparing your food for the next day so that you don't have to cook or so you can just grab it and go. Writing in your journal, praying, reading scriptures, things that will replenish your willpower, you can include that as well. So again, don't feel like you have to do all of these things at once and be perfect at it. Eventually we do want to incorporate all of these things into our lifestyle, but you don't start that way. So if you're just starting out and you try to do all of those things at once, it'd be overwhelming and you just feel paralyzed and not even do one thing. So just start small. I actually don't like to count my days. It did serve me in the beginning of my program to count how many days in a row I had, and that was kind of motivating, and to watch that number grow, but it came to a point where it wasn't helpful anymore. And I started to get in that all or nothing mentality, like, oh no, like I messed up, so I'm just gonna binge. Like that is not what we want either. So if counting your days, if it serves you, if it motivates you and helps you to stay on track, then keep doing it. But if not, just take it one day at a time, just for today. Like I don't count anything in a row. Like I don't keep track of it that way anymore, because this is just my identity. It's who I am. And it has helped me actually to internalize that. So however you want to keep yourself accountable, I like to track my habits in the Habit Share app. I wish I had my phone right here. But there's this little app called Habit Share, and it's a great tool. It's free, and you can just put whatever your habits are that you're wanting to incorporate into your life, and you just mark it green or red or gray, depending on whether you did or didn't do it that day. And I just have found it really helpful in just helping me to be aware of how often I'm doing it, and helping me to be accountable if I kind of am slacking off on something, like, oh man, I need to put a little more focus into that. So every day you just got to recommit to win the day. Just take it one day at a time. Don't worry about the past mistakes or the future and get overwhelmed with doing it forever. Just focus on winning the day today. So you choose what those 3 to 5 things are. You make your plan in your program, and we all have that level of self-responsibility. But that's also the beauty of it, is that it's not an external force telling you what to do or how to live. Like, it's coming from inside, and you can even pray about it and partner with God in this goal, So So choose like 3 to 5 things that you can do to win the day to start with. And then when you get to the point where those things feel really easy and automatic, add in one more thing, add in one more habit, and then do that for a week or 2 until that feels easier or automatic, and then add in another thing. So again, all about progress and not perfection. Don't measure your success by the outcome. Measure your success by focusing on the process, by winning the day each day. And if you focus on the process, the outcome is just going to take care of itself. So we don't have control over how fast our body releases the weight, but what you can control are your thoughts and your actions. So what you choose to think and executing your plan, winning the day. So my challenge for you this week is to write down 3 to 5 things and that it's going to take for you to win the day, and commit it to an accountability person. These are like the things that no matter what you do each day, no excuses. You got to plan ahead and anticipate obstacles. When you make a mistake and you miss something that day, it's okay. It's not if you make it, it's not if you make a mistake, it's when. Like we talked about last week. Success is not a straight line. There's no straight line to success. It's there's always bumps in the road. So the path so we just got to get right back on track. Like what we talked about last week with overcoming that all or nothing mentality. And just have a lot of self-compassion, a lot of curiosity, and course correct quickly. Connect with someone, commit to getting right back on track. So this is how we reverse engineer that big goal, that big vision that you created when you started this program. We just want to build really strong morning and evening routines that are going to support you throughout your entire life. And in the book Atomic Habits, James Clear gives lots of tips on how to build habits and routines and systems, to support your goals. And what he teaches is, one of the things that I really love is to start a new habit, stack it on with something that you're already doing that is easy and automatic for you, so that when you do that established habit, it triggers you to do your new habit. And it reminds you like, oh yeah, I got to do my new thing. So I like to write down my habit stacks, and I post them around the house so I can learn them. So, maybe you can stack something with waking up in the morning. Right when you wake up, what do you do next? Right? Or right when you brush your teeth, what is the next thing you do? Or right when you eat breakfast, what happens next? And it just helps you to build and grow those habits because you're pairing them with something that's already established. And the habits that you're focusing on in your habit stacks to win the day, they may change as you grow and progress. So be flexible, and you can move things around. Maybe making your bed is just so automatic that it doesn't really need to be a focus for you every day, because you just know you're going to do it every day. So choose something else that's going to help you to win the day going forward. But don't stop making your bed. Keep doing that too, and build on it. Like I said in the beginning, it's all about progress and not perfection. Just being 1% better today than we were yesterday, and 1% better tomorrow than you were today. Just keep trying, keep failing. Don't be afraid of failing. Just get right back up when you fall down. Watch your thoughts. And if you have negative self-limiting thought, just recognize it and replace it with 2 empowering thoughts. Make sure you have some accountability. Commit your plan to win the day to someone who's empathetic and non-judgmental, and just set a schedule for follow-up with them. Maybe texting them a simple, like, I did it at the end of the day. I find that really helpful. I do that with my support person, is that, sometimes when I'm really struggling, I just need to text them. Or if I know I'm going to be in a tricky situation, like on a trip, like I am right now, sometimes I'll just text her at the end of every meal and just say like, I'm on track, or I did it, or a check mark, or whatever. You want to increase your accountability. So get a coach. Like my clients, they text that to me. Often they send me their meal plan at the end of the day and let me know how the day went. But find a buddy, find a mastermind group, find accountability. And just be really open and honest on the days that you don't win the day. You really need to report that too. There's no shame or guilt. The person that you're reporting it to is empathetic and kind and judgmental, hopefully. And so that's how we just combat the shame and the guilt, how we overcome isolating ourselves and hiding. It's just through that empathetic connection. So don't use your goals to win the day against yourself. If you make a mistake, you didn't lose the day. You never lose the day, because remember, mistakes help us to learn so that we can improve and adjust our strategy going forward. So don't wait until tomorrow to get back on track. Just immediately and quickly recommit to the rest of the day and connect with someone. So this is the path to success. Just small, consistent, uncomfortable action. Every day you are getting stronger. You're building mental fortitude. It's like strengthening the muscle in your arm, right? It takes consistent practice. Like, you can't just do it one day and expect to be transformed. Like, it takes time and effort. So you don't really get strong in one day, but over time you build that strength through constant, consistent, uncomfortable action. So that's how you transform your mind and your body also. So just keep practicing. The more days you win, the sooner you get to your goal. So my challenge for you this week is to write down 3 to 5 things that you commit to do to win the day, and commit to an accountability person. So will you do it? I promise that the more days that you have in a row, that not so much in a row, but I just mean the more days that you win, the closer you'll become to achieving that vision of who and where you want to be in a year. This is the year of you, and the time is going to pass no matter what you do. So make it count. Improve your time, win the day today, and keep striving for progress and consistency. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I just love you. I believe in you. I know that you can do this, and I look forward to connecting with you in our group calls this week. We'll talk to you later. And if you are not in my program, but you're struggling with your health, if you're feeling out of control around food, if you are living a sugar and flour-free lifestyle, but you just feel overwhelmed and are not getting the results that you want, be sure to sign up for a free coaching call with me. I offer every week. I donate 2.5 hours of my time to doing 5 free coaching calls for people. Now, I just encourage you to sign up for that. You can sign up on my website at erinharthealthcoaching.com, and there's a link to my schedule there. So I look forward to connecting with you all, and I'm so proud of you and all of your progress and for being here. So hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you later. Bye.